And hello everybody. Welcome back to our second season of Shapes.io. Now, as I mentioned in my update video that I just posted, the plan is to dive kind of freshly into the Wires update. I haven't actually looked at the changelog or anything like that, so I'm not sure what to expect, but I know that this is going to be fun, and I'm looking forward to kind of jumping in. And I think our best bet is we're going to jump back in from the beginning. So, hopefully everyone's been doing well. I know it's been... Oh, hold on. I'm going to jump in from the beginning, immediately press continue instead of new game. As you can tell, it's been quite a while since I've played, but we're going to see if we remember the basics. Go ahead and get some extractors out here, and yeah, it's nice to be back. I've been, like I said, I've been working on a bit. If you have not seen the update video, I would recommend at least just checking it out. Just so you can get a little bit of context of what I've been doing, where I've been, all that fun stuff. But if you haven't, pretty much the TLDR is I had a lot of stuff kind of come up in my personal life, and kind of starting over from a few different perspectives. So here we are. I finally feel like I have more time to be able to just enjoy content creation and get some stuff out there. So I'm hoping to pretty much just get us to a better spot and actually get more consistent with my content creation. I was like, you haven't been keeping up at all. I was like, I have actually been doing some work on actually streaming on Twitch. So I've gotten at least a little bit of that kind of creative energy out on, gaming side. On the gaming side, I should say, but let's see here. We want left side, so we're going to put that there, and then we can go. Gonna go ahead and work like that, and we'll just do, there you go. Yeah, so it's nice to, like I said, it's nice to be back. It's nice to be making some more content, and hopefully everyone will be enjoying some of what I do. It's also going to be really weird kind of going back into this with everything being so slow, but, only so much that can really be done about that. And on the bright side, from playing Factorio, if I remember correctly, I can actually make some new updates on the general setup and get us to a better spot on that end, because I realized like the balancers that I ended up having, I messed those up. So we've got some things that we can very clearly fix, but right now just gonna kind of take a nice and easy time with this and see how everything kind of changes over time. So we already know about upgrades. Ooh, okay, so they changed that a bit as well. I remember the last bit that I played, the developer was like, yeah, I need to actually lower the amount that the speeds increase. That way, one, you have more goals, and two, it doesn't cap out so quickly because it reaches a point where the speed kind of becomes too much for the game to handle, if I remember correctly. So, but this is nice. Nice, soothing experience. Let's see here. We know we're going to get some of those. Multifunctional balancer has been unlocked. Yep. Which I know how to deal with on that end. Now we need some right halves. And yeah, so I guess for right now, pretty much a lot of this is going to be focused on just getting the first little bit done. Because we don't have everything unlocked, so it's going to be, hassle on that end, but We are in it for a little bit of the long haul. Oop, that's not what I wanted. There. Go ahead and at least get... Oh, no, I'm doing the wrong side. Oh, that's right, because my perspective is wrong. We need to delete that one, and then these can go into here. There we go. It's weird that sometimes it works right and other times it doesn't, but... Let's see here. What do we got going on? So we've got at least some stars, not too far. You might want to just go ahead and get started on grabbing some of those so we can get some further upgrades, because I'm pretty sure one of the levels is also going to be our star shape anyways, so... Let's go ahead and... Yeah. We'll come over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're gonna hopefully remember how to build these correctly. So it should be 1, 2, and then... But I'm actually going to look this up because I don't want to mess it up again. And it's been a hot minute since I've actually made it. Let's see here. We've got Victoria. Ooh, and the splitter has been unlocked for us, so we can actually do that. Yep. And... Okay. Yeah, so we've got... Oh no, we don't have tunnels yet. Never mind. You know what, for right now, we will just go caution to the wind and just start bringing it over. We will have plenty of time to fix stuff later, as I am very fond of doing. If you didn't watch the last... I guess technically season, I think that's just what I'll call it. So like season 1, you'll notice, ooh, that's a nice change. You'll know that I'm not afraid to go back and completely delete everything and start over, so. We are gonna be here just kind of doing our thing, and we'll figure it out. Let's see here. So... Okay, so our next one is actually going to be the tunnels, which then means I can balance the things over there. And you know what? Instead of that, all we got to do is rotate those. Now that is going to stop us from... Oh, no, actually, that's not bad. We are looking good. And if we want to play it extra smart, we can go 1, 2, 3. Throw in a balancer, and then we'll just do the same thing again. There you go. And that way we can still, you know, effectively double the amount that we're producing without even really doing too much extra. Instead of, you know, having to create a whole nother line and then going through, it just works. Now this is also the ever so fun waiting game. See, now is a good time for like anecdotes and stuff like that, if I can remember. Ooh, that's nice too. So you can see how many go in a second, a minute, and an hour. That's cool. And they're sorting too? That's very nice. They genuinely some nice just like quality of life stuff that I'm very excited for. Speaking of those, like since I've been doing Twitch content, I guess that's the tunnel. You know, one thing that I actually have set up on Twitch is a face cam, at least sometimes when I decide I want to use it. So I would be curious if you would be interested, anyone watching, if you would be interested in there actually being a face cam on these videos, which is kind of like a nice like minimalistic overlay, or if you know you like this this better, like because right now my my webcam would be like this bottom corner, which I don't think really covers anything except for, yeah, it shouldn't really cover anything like important on the UI. Unless I need hints, but I have played quite a few hours of this. I think I'm closing in on about 50. So, you know, not super worried about hints, I don't think. But yeah, I was like, feel free to leave any feedback below if you wanna let me know about your opinion of having a face cam in more of this YouTube setting. Because I feel like with Twitch, you know, obviously it's a lot more interactive because everyone's live and, you know, kind of doing their thing. But I also, you know, some of my favorite YouTubers still use face cams while they're playing on YouTube for like a few different series. So figure it's worth at least asking if anybody has any input. I might just decide to do it on my own anyways, but you know, I like the feedback portion of, you know, making content. Right, so we're gonna put that there, and then we want you here, and then this will come around like that. This will come around like that. And come over here. Just completely cover up the green dye, because why not? And then those will come around. And then we just put boom, boom. There you go. And we are already going to go ahead and upgrade that. So that should be a proper, at least for how Factorio is set up. Now, I'm not 100% certain how well it carries over into this, but we can see. Because, you know, the hope is probably that, because it looks like it should be drawing from, yeah, so it draws outside then inside, outside then inside. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so that looks at least like a lot better than what I did the last time, because I realized that when I did the Factorio series that I kind of just messed it up on that end too, where I thought I had the balancer set up right, but I was missing that one splitter in the, or balancer in the center, and then it caused it to not actually balance properly. So a little bit of a bummer to figure it out eventually, but now I looked it up, I did it right, and at least if we're basing off the Factorio model, it should balance things pretty evenly. Now for granted, we're only using it for this thing right now anyways, but it's a start. So our next goal, we need top right circles. So let's go ahead and 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go ahead and create ourselves another 4-lane balancer here. So it's like belt, splitter, belt. Yeah, it should actually be, I guess it's not max distance, unless I don't know how to count. Which I would not be surprised a lot of the time with how I end up handling things in this game, but there we go. So now, come over here. And I think because I just built them, not all connecting at the same time, it ended up like that. But, so we've got our first step down. Okay, so we've got 4 of them together, and now we should be able to split off. And I should also double check to make sure that I split off properly. Let's see, Victoria, Portland. Okay. Let's see here. For right now, let's just go ahead and put that there. And we'll come over here. And now I want to cut, which will give us these two. And now we're going to need to rotate. That's going to be like that. And then we'll rotate. We'll need to rotate that 3 times if we want that to work. And then we need to cut again. See, now I think this is going to come back into the same questions I had for when I did the first series of, do I want to, pull off, have it focus on creating production for this one, or for part of it, and then, go through and put it on its own balancer and then cut again, or do I want to do everything in one fell swoop? Because right now I think the ratios are going to be very inefficient. Just because, so our cutter's working at, 0.75 items a second. Belts can hold up to 3, so it's like we're going to have, 2 items. And since we're converting all of them to the one shape, I was like, we will have 2 items on there, but that's only about 1.5 items a second. So we need 2 of these, if my math's right. We need 2 of these in order to fully saturate a belt. But we still need to cut it from there. So it's like we might be able to get away with doing a little something like that. And then we can make sure that we're always running at full. And then all we have to do is combine them back onto 1. And then we just bring it up here. Once we actually do it the right way. So let's go ahead and just let this go for a moment and see how this ends up working. Yeah, because like I said, so the max it can run is gonna be half saturation of the belt. So we could I think it's going to take some messing around with, but you shouldn't have too many issues with doing that. Ooh, maybe what might be fun is... See, that's what I love about having the freedom in this, because obviously, things don't cost resources to build right now. In Factorio, you need, you have to take all the time to get the resources to then do that, and then test, and then you're like hand placing everything, and then taking time to destroy it. And this, since it moves a little bit quicker, it affords you that opportunity to mess with things if you want. So Because what I'm interested in is seeing, like I said, what I talked about with doing, you know, maybe I could take this belt, pull off of it, and then put, I don't know, I was like, maybe all of the half circles onto their own, and then I can, you know, split off from there and do these. Or I feel like space-wise, it'll be much better to have this setup, but I also kind of want to have like one of every item, just because I would love like the visual aesthetic of having everything, you know, properly set up like that. Ooh, but okay, yeah, if you look at this, so I am interested. Okay, so it's 0.6 items a second, so we've got 4 of those, which is 2.4, which is why if I added one more into the system, it would be fully saturated. But I'm not 100% sure how to do 5 for 4 lane. So if we get this a little bit faster, then, you know, this will stay more saturated. Interesting, okay. Let's see here. Like, so our next one is gonna be painting. And we can actually upgrade that one already. So painting, we're gonna need to start getting dyes and all that fun stuff set up. A painter has been unlocked. Okay. So now I was like, I don't think I'm super worried. Ooh, okay. No, I don't think it did that in the last one. The reason why I did the ooh is because I realized that this number didn't actually go down. But I think it doesn't go down because you're reaching a goal, like for the main progression. It only goes down when you end up, what is it? When you end up spending them on an upgrade. Let's see here. So we've got, alright, so we need red circles. We've already got a whole bunch of this going on over here. So we can do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And one nice thing is that eventually, once we re-unlock the extractors that have the ability to stack with one another, we'll kind of get a little bit more flexibility in our setups, and then we can guarantee that everything's going to always be fully saturated at that point. Especially now that I have the balancer set up right. So we can okay, so I know this is gonna be spaghetti, and this is very early for spaghetti, but just hear me out. I don't have a defense, but it's okay because we'll figure it out, right? I think we want to do a little something like that, and then we pull off of here, we go boom. Wait, are these two different? Pretty sure they are. So what is it? Boom, boom. Because that's something about creating like a directional movement. Don't worry, I'm a professional. We're doing great already. Let's see, so we pull off, and then one next to it's going to be that, and then it's going to be boom and boom. I think that makes sense. Ooh, I wonder if more music's been added in since the last update too. Because don't recognize this, but also it's been a minute. However, I am still a fan of the music. It's got just the nice chill vibes that I'm looking for. Kind of goes well along with, you know, my voice. Try to keep it as coolly presented as possible. Ooh, actually, we should set this up more like our traditional production lines that we had done for a bit. So you can go like that, and then that pulls into there, you pull into there, and then we can go on up. So again, I realize this is very early for the spaghetti to already be taking over, but we'll just unlock things and then make it better. No worries. No need to stress. Me, I am not stressed at all. I am chillaxing, relaxing. Then we go boom, boom, and then we can do a little something like this. And we can put the two into one. And now we'll slowly but surely be making our way through there. And let's go ahead and try to see. I need to get better at using the keyboard shortcuts so I'm not just constantly having to go down here and click. I'm sorry. Like I said, I know that it's not the most pleasant to look at right now, but you know, like I said, we'll get there once we start unlocking some more stuff, because we're gonna get some counterclockwise rotating going on. Speaking of, I should probably have already started on that, because I need that to be faster. So let's go ahead and attempt to pull off of here. We'll go like that, and then this direction, we'll probably just copy what we got going on over here. And then we can make slightly more compact designs once we... Oh, actually, I think we want it flipped. 2, 3, boom. That goes like that. This comes over here. And then we can make our way up this way. And we'll just start depositing there. There we go. And since we don't need to cut or anything, that's just going to be our bottom half. And it looks like we got a good saturation going already, because we've upgraded the speed for our cutting and stacking, but not for the belts as much. So, feeling pretty good about that. And we're already at level 7, which is not bad. I feel like this would be a fun game to speedrun at some point. Like, I could sit there and I think the possibility for it would be making a list of all of the levels and then creating a couple of like ground rules, because I'm gonna actually, you know what, let's check. because speedrun.com, obviously pretty good collection for a lot of speedrunning stuff. What are we looking for? Shapes. That I have. Okay, actually there are people that have speedruns up. Okay, so create... Interesting. So... if I wanted to do speedrun, it seems like the main category is... I'm assuming 1.2 is our most recent update that we just got for the wires, and then 1.1.18 is our update for, or I guess is the one beforehand. I think that makes sense the most. So it seems like we've got a blueprint / copy paste percent and then an any percent. Any percent doesn't have any runs submitted, but there's 12 runs for blueprint percent. So complete level 12 from a new save. Runs are done in version 1.2, which is okay. That's a wires update. This is a demo, but it's impossible to beat every percent on demo due to the level 14 restriction. This version you must play to be eligible for the speedrun challenge. Okay. So we might try and... I think we'll enjoy Shapes.io just kind of casually for a little bit. And then I might do some planning to get, you know, attempt speedruns. Like right now the record is 19 minutes and 12 seconds. So I feel like I'll probably want to get better with shortcut keys and establishing, you know, efficiencies and stuff like that. And then go from there. But that's level 7 completed. So we've already got a good bit kind of going. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that we're saved. And that is the perfect ending point for the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like on the video, comment, and give me any feedback if you have anything you want to add to the content I've been making. I know there's a lot of people that have followed and subscribed to my channel, even though I haven't made content for a bit. So if you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you being here and hopefully you enjoy the content that I make. Outside of that, you know, subscribe to know when I put future videos up, and you know, any support is always appreciated. So thank you very much for being here, and I will see you in the next video.